Right. So I enjoy having grass tea with milk. And my motivation for going out to hunt, to search, to gather grass tea is partly for the benefits I feel. I'm still feeling like it's been a couple of days since I last had a cup, and then I boiled some today of this the grass tea. It's in the two pots here. Oh yeah, you can see I boiled two full pots of that, and the benefits are still, I'm still feeling it in my teeth. It really is like a settling, a humbling feeling to be able to have that, and there's just been no side effects, no bad side effects that I've come across. Grass tea doesn't solve all problems because I've been having grass tea for a year now, and then I got the gut inflammation. Grass tea doesn't solve all problems. It feeds the liver, but the liver can only do so much. Grass tea does not stop gut inflammation. When you start making mistakes with that, you can't prevent it, you can't cure it with grass tea. But grass tea does offer a lot of other benefits. I mean, that's the nutritional world though. Every little whole food only has certain properties that it can enhance for you. So I enjoy gathering grass tea for the nutrition, but also the exercise. I enjoy going out with my walking sticks and looking, searching. I'm I'm walking through woods. I'm walking off the sidewalk, off the paths, off the popular paths, checking the sides of rivers. I'll go places that people normally don't go just to see if I can find some nice tall grass to pick. It's an unusual lifestyle that I don't know of anybody who is engaged in. I mean, you hear about mushroom hunters in crime stories who a mushroom hunter comes across a dead body. They say it's a mushroom hunter because that's maybe the best the most um like relatable way to describe somebody who goes into unusual parts of the forest that most people don't. And to call him an herbalist discovered this body, or a grass tea drinker. And I don't really expect to ever find a dead body. It's possible. With the places I found some unusual things that are wild though, not criminal matters. But I really enjoy the adventure of searching around, looking. I'm looking for more than grass. I'm looking for also herbs. And this is something that I can do in Minnesota. Well, I could do in the north. I can do where there's more green, but in the desert, the Southwest desert, I mean, there's sage. I guess you can boil sage and make a tea, but I was too scared to try that. And maybe some cactuses I could have maybe got boiled, but I never really experimented with that. I didn't really get into the grass tea until roughly the Midwest. I started in the Black Hills, around the Black Hills area in South Dakota um, when I found that I really could start boiling effectively in my car with using a Christmas tree stand to boil. Right, yeah, right there. The Christmas tree stand with the propane effectively boil a lot of teas, and I wasn't finding enough of the other herbs like dandelion or catnip. I was like, and I was thinking, I don't want to boil just water by itself, but I can put grass, I can put a substance in the teapots to boil with as I'm boiling the water. So I'm imparting. It's kind of it feels efficient to me. I'm imparting the properties of the grass as I'm heating the water, instead of just heating plain water. It just makes no sense to me to heat plain water. So that's what I've been doing and getting into for the past well, grass tea for the past year, and then hunting for grass tea. Now I'm getting more involved in hunting, and I'll bring a teapot with me. I'll go out sometimes carrying a teapot in my backpack, okay, and not find anything. But I went out and I looked. There's not the most ideal grass is not everywhere. People may think you could just pick any lawn, but I mean, go to the Southwest desert and you don't see anything. It's all everybody's yard is sand or fake grass. And then you come to the parts that there's a lot of greenery, and not every lawn is really ideal. I don't like dealing with short grass anyway, and that could have been fertilized. I like going out into the forest. I'll take the forest edge and pick the big tall grass that is able to grow. And I watched the grass grow this past over the summertime, spring, summer, fall, watching the life of the grass from the early spring when it's tiny. Yeah, I have to settle on small, tiny blades of grass. Sometimes maybe some brown grass that has carried over through the winter. And as it gets bigger, it's easier to pull. And there's some days where it takes less than a few minutes. I just pull handfuls because it's at its full abundance in the midsummer. And then now that we're in later fall, a lot of the grass is being eaten and pooped on by birds and like rotting and falling down. But this is actually the best time of the year for grass in the fall time because it tastes its best when it's brown. When it browns on the stem, it actually improves the taste. It's really amazing. The green is actually, I mean, the green is not totally tolerable by itself, but with milk it's fine. But when it browns, you can drink it by itself. It's quite amazing. But it's really quite an amazing adventure to go on, to travel around as this nomad, picking grass to boil while walking with walking sticks. I found these walking sticks in various woods, and it's kind of hard to find a good walking stick that I can enjoy. I still want to trade out this walking stick. I don't want this one anymore, for a thicker one like the maple. The maple's really good, but to be able to immediately use the maple, uh, it's a challenge, because I don't want to cut one. I don't want to cut a fresh maple down because it is at risk of cracking and the ends splitting really bad. I would like this one. I found somebody like cut it down. It looked like a few weeks ago, a few weeks before I got to it, and it was already through quite a drying process, but it still cracked and split just a tiny bit after I cut it into the length I wanted, but it was still dry enough where the cracking and splitting was not that bad. So I just wanted to emphasize that I enjoy stick walking and drinking grass teas, and this has been just talking about my experience with living this type of lifestyle.